The first blush, there were a great many women who came at us and said, I don't know any lesbians like this. My thought always was, this is television.
Be gay, be proud, everybody!
Being at the helm of the L Word has been meaningful because of the numbers of people who've come to us to tell us that the show has actually changed something for them.
You changed the world a little bit when you wrote me that letter.
You really did. And if you stick around, you could help change it a lot more.
Through the years, the show stayed close to real-life controversy. While California currently staggers through the ongoing fight over gay marriage rights, with even the show's writers and directors protesting the passage of Proposition 8, for years, Bette and Tina have been a representation of what such inequality actually looks like.
Which one of you is the mother?
We both are.
I need you to put one name only.
Are you kidding me?
We go to the hospital and they won't let us both sign up as being, both our names are on the birth certificate, but they keep asking who's the mother. Well, we both are.
This is Los Angeles. There are same-sex families on every fucking street corner. She was born in this fucking hospital and both of our names are on the fucking birth certificate, so why don't you just give us a fucking break, you bureaucratic maggot, and get our daughter in to see a goddamn doctor? Please.
Bette has to go through, a home study to adopt her own child.
As the show progressed, we were able to make more and more progress trying to represent an array of different types of lesbian representation.
There's never been a character, first of all, who is deaf and lesbian on television, so that's certainly groundbreaking in itself. I'm the actor who got the opportunity to play the first deaf lesbian on television. And certainly it's good for all the people out there who are lesbian who happen to be deaf to see something like that.
Anytime we took on something that could be considered an issue, we took it on from the point of view of human drama. Things that occurred in the lives of our characters and therefore became stories in our show.
But arguably, the most controversial storyline was that of a beloved character's fate.
Dana, this is not a death sentence.
Cancer. I think it was March or April, before we went up to shoot in May. So a couple of months before we started shooting. I'm having they found a lump in my breast, and so I'm having it removed. It's routine.
A lump?
I found out within 2 seconds of each other. It was Dana has cancer. It's like, oh my God, that's terrible. Cool, and then she's gonna die. Oh, not as cool. For me.
You know my thoughts on it. I never agreed with it.
Oh, fuck it, what time?
Yeah, I think, we should all go. Laura's gonna be there, it's fine. Laura's gonna be there, it's okay, really.
That was really hard to accept for not only the cast, but for the viewers to go through, because it was the first time one of these characters went through something that deep.
You're beautiful.
We got a lot of feedback, we loved that character. How could you guys do that? She was so great, she was so funny. And the answer is, yeah, she was all those things. And unfortunately, she had cancer.
Are there any special foods that
I'm gonna die.
It happened too quickly.
I remember being just like, oh my God, we're just killing this person so fast. And how is this realistic? People became really fearful. If you're going to give someone breast cancer, let it play out realistically, because it was a very exaggerated time frame for one of that age. And someone who's such a pro athlete to have that, it just didn't seem to measure up. That's always the battle in television. You have X number of episodes a year. I mean, that's when you wish you had like 22 episodes to be able to handle these things in a good and respectful way.
Hi.
The scene where Dana's lying in her hospital bed and all of her friends are around her, every tear was real. It's very sad for me. I was leaving a family.
I love you.
Had I known how very powerful the reaction would be to Dana's death, I might have reconsidered that storyline.
Her blood pressure started to fall. And in spite of our best efforts, we couldn't bring it back up, and her heart failed.
I believe in the story we told. I think that it was a really good story and true, and I think that we told it with sensitivity and attention to detail, and I think that it was a very important medical story that we told.
It was an incredible experience to be able to play a character that went so deep into her own mortality.
Always inherently linked to women's issues, the series also tapped the zeitgeist of lesbian culture, with the first regularly occurring transsexual character in television history.
When I found out the extent of the role and that I was going to be part of representing a trans character on TV, I understood the weight of that. Not even misrepresented, just like never represented almost ever in the mainstream media.
Jenny and Moira!
Daniela C. has done a really great job.
Welcome home. Come on in.
It's been a challenging character, and I know that she's worked very hard.
Moira, do you go by any other name?
Well, not really.
She sometimes goes by Max.
Max, fantastic. That's a nice name.
It was a very important story to tell.
The story of outsiders in general, people who feel like outside of their own skin and kind of are set apart, that's a pretty universal story that